News from China's state-run international network as our Lloyd Allen sees it. Details straight ahead.
Plus, Miss Teen Bahamas Universe is off to South Africa to compete. All the best to our queen.
Well, Halloween is coming. I'm excited. Partyland. That's where we will go to find out what's happening.
And coming up in sports, National Sports Month has been launched.
Tonight Access Now starts now.
We're glad that you can join us. Good evening. I'm Desmond Saunders, filling in for Marcellus Hall.
And I'm LaDawn Davis. Welcome to the Bahamas Tonight Access Now.
Start of another week. I know you're excited, right?
Yes, I'm definitely excited, Desmond. Let's make it a productive one, shall we?
Yes, definitely. And let's dive straight into the news for you this evening. Over the past few months, ZNS senior reporter Lloyd Allen has reported a number of highlights from China, providing a glimpse on business, cultural, social, economic developments in that country. Tonight, he continues with a special look at China's state-run international media company and how it seeks to remain relevant for global audiences.
China Global Television Network was launched in 2016, replacing the state-run CCTV News, broadcasting in 6 major languages, including English, Spanish, French, Arabic, Russian, and Mandarin. Its diverse digital platforms also produces news and documentaries on Sino-global issues in Turkish, Malay, Hausa, Tajik, Uzbek, and Kyrgyz, which make up some of the other integrated languages. With its headquarters nestled in Beijing's business district, editors conduct daily meetings across continents with a focus on highlighting major transnational developments.
We also have 3 production centers in Nairobi, Washington, and London.
According to Senior Manager for Strategic Partnership and Marketing, Chen Wudong, an ever-evolving landscape of social media options versus traditional broadcasting gives CGTN a run for its money.
We practice mobile-first strategy, which means if there's breaking news, we send it directly to our digital team.
Journalists, a part of China's International Press Communication Center's Immersion Group, were part of the guest platform in one of CGTN's recent productions, a think tank discussion assessing the Global South's role as a major contributor to globalization and enhancements across its diverse region. The idea, cementing peace, development, and security for third world nations. Reporting from Guanghua Road, Beijing, for the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Lloyd Allen.
Thanks a lot, Lloyd. Well, the journey continues for Cameronique Evans, Miss Teen Bahamas Universe, as she heads off to South Africa tomorrow to compete in Miss Teen Universe 2024. Destiny Reed caught up with her and has the details in this report.
Cameronique Evans began her quest for the crown in January 2024 and succeeded by claiming the title of Miss Teen Universe Bahamas in April of this year. Now, she starts her journey to obtain a universal crown, preparing to compete in the 2024 Miss Teen Universe pageant.
My preparations for the international pageant has been very hectic as so much effort has been put into my success for South Africa.
Evans says that she might be traveling over 100 miles away, but she's carrying the Bahamas with her.
My standout assets would be the traditional pieces that I'll be bringing to South Africa and showing them a part of our culture and how unique it is.
With the Bahamian pieces she's carrying and her unwavering determination, Evans says she's ready to bring home the crown.
When you see my evening gown, what will stand out most is how shiny it is, and it represents how I will bring back the gold to the world's greatest treasure, my Bahama land. I would like for the Bahamian people to know, as I represent them, that I will put my best foot forward and make my country proud.
Evans is hoping for your support as she goes to South Africa to compete. You can help by voting on all social media platforms to ensure that she's #1. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Destiny Reed.
Well, recently, Partyland transformed into a Halloween wonderland, hosting a vibrant fun fair that delighted children and families alike with an array of costumes, festive activities, and surprises for kids. Manager Mitzi Butler shares more on Partyland Halloween Fun Day as it's the peak of the scary, spooktacular season.
Here we have at the back, you can see we have our photos set up if you want to come in and take pictures with your kids while your kids have on their costumes. You can come on down and do so. We're giving out candies, we had games, we have face painting going on.
Well, Halloween Fun Fair was a resounding success, leaving many kids eager for the next Halloween celebration. Well, still to come, it ain't real, or it ain't real, it's real. Our Dr. Collis Reed joins us live in studio to talk more about the popular shock treatment. Stay close for that.
Education Minister Glenys Hannah Martin and education officials recently visited Great Harbor Key Berry Islands to meet with parents. While there, Minister Hannah Martin toured the Oren Gomez Comprehensive School.
We appreciate you. We appreciate what you're doing with these young people. Thank you, and helping them develop themselves and come of their own. Particularly at this critical stage in grade 3, grade 4, grade 6, going into high school next year. This is part of our overall effort to reach every school in the nation throughout the archipelago. And this is a reminder as we move through that our country has resources and our human resource all over the nation, and that they each bring their own individual promise and hope. And so we are happy to be here today to encourage these young people and to interact with them and meet with them and get a keener understanding of the current dynamics of what's happening in our public school sector.
Director Dominique McCartney-Russell described the visit as a really good experience.
Having spoken to the children, I'm excited about what the staff is doing here. You know, the articulation, the communication, and just the students and their overall morale. The staff seems to be a very good staff. They've done a whole lot to ensure that the students at this school get quality opportunities.
Principal Sharon North said she is grateful for the minister's visit.
It gives us an opportunity to connect with her and to show her what we're all about. She has an overall view of the campus and some of the things that we're doing, some of our successes, and an idea of our needs. So when we voice those on paper, now she can connect because she's already been here and she sees exactly what we're talking about. So we welcome these visits.
Jonalie McIntosh for Ed Talk.
Bahamas, are you ready? Keep the vibe alive. Music group along with Alpha Sounds present the best of the best. Rake and Scrape Explosion Reloaded. This is the biggest one-day all-Bahamian concert of the year. Featuring KB, D-Mac, Abby, Mama D, Fan Shaw, Shine 242, The Falcon, and more. Mark your calendars. It's going down November the 2nd at Super Club Races Ground. Tickets now available at BahamasEtickets.com or both Beauty Shack locations. General admission $60. VIP, Skybox, and Skybox also available. For more info, call 394-0819 or email keepthevibealive242@gmail.com. Experience the magic once again with more legends for one night only. Come party with us November 2nd at Best of the Best. Rake and Scrape Explosion Reloaded. Rescue me, rescue me.
Breathtaking images there. Looking at a live shot of Western New Providence in the area of Bahama Resort. Our trusty drone pilot, Destiny Reed, out there flying, doing a great job, Destiny. Let's turn things over to LaDawn to see what's happening in the Family Hours.
Family Island News is brought to you by Commonwealth Brewery Limited.
Tragedy struck around 5 a.m. on Sunday morning when a small plane crashed near Ragged Island Airport. The plane attempting to land became engulfed in flames and eventually crashed just east of the Dunkertown Airport. The charred remains of 2 human bodies have been found. A multi-agency investigation is presently ongoing to investigate this incident. We now turn things over to our Desmond Saunders and shock treatment. Desmond?
Well, LaDawn, as you know, the issues of crime continues to impact us. And as you said earlier, it ain't real till it's real. And I refer to our popular television show, Shock Treatment. Executive producer, Dr. Collis Reed joins us. Also, Lieutenant Commander, Mr. Duncombe is here on our broadcast this evening. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us and being a part of this experience tonight.
Glad to be here.
Let's get with you, Mr. Reed, and let's talk about Shock Treatment. Let's talk about the inspiration behind that show.
The inspiration behind Shock Treatment really came from Dr. Bernard Nordich. Folks don't know that, but they think that it was something that I started. It's really a vision that Dr. Bernard Nordich had from way back then. And when people see Shock Treatment, they don't see the program. They see the show. It's a big difference between the program and the show. The show was designed really because we got thousands of young people that are wayward, thousands and thousands, that we would never be able to get into the program. So we decided to capture moments of it so that parents could use it as a tool to deter their young people to get back on track.
Walk us through the segments of this show. How does it all come together?
Well, every segment, every cohort, we call it, we try to bring something different. Why? Because people get to see some of the stuff on television, and we don't want them to know what to expect. So it's always an element of surprise. But the idea is to be able to shock them into reality by exposing them to what their destiny would be if they don't change the way that they go. And somebody once said, if you don't change the direction that you're going in, you will end up where you're headed.
Let's talk about the impact, the positive impact this show has had and is having on the lives of many young men in our community.
You know, when we started, we agreed that we wasn't going to reach everybody. And sadly, we haven't reached everybody. But I believe that we had some real good success. We have basically 2 persons that are on the Royal Bahamas Defense Force now. We have 2 that's on the Royal Bahamas Police Force, with 1 getting set to pass out on the 14th of next month. We have a young man that's now a supervisor in one of the leading banks in the Bahamas, just got married this week. And we could go on and on with successes. But I believe that our challenge was to find some diamonds inside the garbage can. Because all of these young people that come to us are persons what their parents are telling us they had enough with. That if you don't do something with them, then we just can go to the court and render them uncontrollable. So 1 life saved, we believe that is sufficient. Why? Because it costs us what, $20,000 plus a year to house every inmate that's down at the B-Docks. So we could turn a couple of these lives around and save the Bahamian public a lot of money.
I want to get you in, Lieutenant Commander Duncombe, because you've been intimately involved with young people, young men.
Yes.
In particular, talk about your experience with Shock Treatment and the work that you're doing on the ground.
Well, I would say it is indeed a pleasure to work with the program itself. I represent the Royal Bahamas Defense Force, of course. The program basically introduces a multi-agency approach, because we also have B-Docks, we have the Defense Force, we have the Royal Bahamas Police Force. And, it's exciting, but it's also, as the show says, it ain't real till it's real. And so nothing we do is without purpose. I would like to say that. We basically engage and mentor those young boys. And I always tell people, you can ask any of those persons that would have come through the program. Even now, if they would have felt that that program did not impact them positively. All right, and as Mr. Reid said, there's a show component and there's a program component. The program component basically comprises of a number of areas, that modules that the Defense Force would teach, that is anger management, conflict resolution, spirituality, all of these things. And so, you know, we've had successes, and you know, I'm just happy to work with the program and work with young men to bring about change
stuff
in our communities.
Excellent, excellent work. Before we go, what's the prescription for crime? We're at 102. The homicide count is now 102.
Well, we have to look at it from a different approach that we've been looking at it. It has to be dealt with prevention, intervention, and quarantine. We have to prevent our young people, particularly in the primary school, from getting into this culture. And those that are just borderline, we have to find ways to intervene. And the persons that have made up their minds that this is the way that they're going to have to do, to live, then we got to quarantine them from the rest of society. And I believe that if we go down that road, I believe that we could see some positive results.
Thank you very much, Dr. Collins.
But it has to be a collective responsibility. We can't continue as parents to believe that somebody is responsible for rearing up your children. We have to bring the village concept back to our communities.
This is an issue we're going to be talking more about later on. But gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us on Bahamas Tonight. Access Now, Dr. Collins Reid, one of the creators for shock treatment, and Lieutenant Duncombe, glad that you can join us. We're back after this. Stay close.
It's a Monday and plans announced for National Sports Month. It begins the 1st of November. That coming up in sports.
Bulk up your business and communication with parents, students, and staff in seconds with a live business bulk SMS messaging. This is the perfect tool to keep you connected and easily send important updates, event reminders, and emergency alerts. Keep your campus informed and connected with bulk SMS messaging from a live business. The right choice for fast, reliable communication. For more information, contact the experts.
Don't get tricked this Halloween. Treat yourself to the specials at Super Value and Quality Supermarkets. Rainbow corned beef, 12 ounce, $2.15. Nesca yellow grits, 1 pound, $1.39. Kraft mayonnaise, 30 ounce, $6.99. Sweet strawberries, 1 pound, $5.99. Chicken leg quarters, 10-pound bag, $1.19 per pound. Wrap up October with the scary good prices at Super Value and Quality Supermarkets.
Hey, it's your honorary pump attendant back again with another episode on the do's and don'ts at a service station. Let's go. What you ain't gonna do is just pull up to any dispenser and put the nozzle inside your car without reading the signs. Because if you put the wrong fuel inside your car and the car mess up, you could be mad at us, all right? And then you have to walk or catch bus for about 3 to 18 months. What you're supposed to do is read the signs. We place signs all over the dispenser to tell you which fuel is which. Because you put the wrong one in the car, say bop, and you could be mad at us. You could be, oh, what happened to my car? No, it's you who ain't read. It say diesel, diesel, one word, diesel. You got up, and you mad at us. Read, that's all you have to do.
Are you or a loved one under medical care? Do you need affordable medical supplies? Ports International is the largest home health care supplier. Medical supplies at the very best price. And you can even shop online. From hospital beds to wound care, wheelchairs to walkers, Ports is a one-stop shop for your medical supplies, and we accept insurance. We have online shopping and 2 locations to serve you. At the Airport Industrial Park and Shirley Street. We also ship to the Family Islands. Shop online and visit us on Facebook. Call Ports at 377-1771.
The educational experience should produce young people who are literate, numerate, self-confident, grounded. They should be critical thinkers, creative, innovative, and able to think out of the box. But our young people do not exist in a box. They are not shaped by a universal cookie cutter. There is no prototype. They are each unique. And the educational experience must be sufficiently crafted so that each child is able to reach his or her own potential. It's personal. unable to pursue their talents and passions, whatever they shall be. In the Ministry of Education, we have said, every child counts. This is the prevailing credo that must guide policy and action. This includes our children with special needs, who should each be able to reach their full potential as human beings and thrive in an educational system that is inclusive and appropriately resourced.
Because we believe every child counts, the Ministry of Education and Technical and Vocational Training is working hard to ensure that we find every school-aged child in the country, whatever their talents and abilities, and make sure they are in school. Even as we work to surmount the challenges posed by poverty, natural disasters, and a global health pandemic, we are working every day to stabilize the physical plant, empower and support our committed and resilient educators, and create an environment where our students are equipped to overcome all odds and leave the school environment strong, confident, capable, and qualified. Why? Because every child counts.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Sports on this marvelous Monday. Well, plans announced for National Sports Month. It will get underway November 1st. Bringing in a new era of sports excellence, that's the theme. Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture, the Honorable Mario Boleg, making the announcement.
This theme so perfectly encapsulates not only our commitment to progress, but also our deep pride and remarkable achievement that have come to define Bahamian sports on the world stage. Today, we reflect on the extraordinary accomplishments of our athletes. Individuals who have risen to prominence through our hard work, dedication, and relentless pursuit of excellence.
National Sports Month is more than a showcase of athletic talent. It's celebrating off-teams work, character building, and resilience. As for the month-long activities, here's Kelsey Johnson-Sills, Acting Director of Sports.
On November 9th, the Sports Awards ceremony will be held at the Andre Rogers Baseball Stadium at 6:30 p.m. We have the Junior High School Student Athlete of the Year, that's male and female. Senior High School Athlete of the Year, male and female. Family Island School Student Athlete of the Year, male and female. Collegiate Athlete of the Year, male and female. The National Secondary Athletic School of the Year, that's junior and senior. The Community Sports Awards. Family Island Sports Council of the Year, Youth National Team of the Year, National Team of the Year, National Coach of the Year, Federation of the Year, the League of the Year, the Tourism Impact Award, the Olympic Committee Award, the Levan Sands Courage Award, Athletes of the Year with Disability, male and female, National Sportsmanship Award, the Minister of Sports Award for Excellence, and the Prime Minister Award for National Pride.
Now come November 22nd, it's the Hall of Fame induction at Bahamas.
The Honorable A.F. Adley, posthumously, Gary Bain, Oswald Brown, Nelson Chipman, Linda Ford, Sir Kendall Isaacs, posthumously, Barbara Knowles, Randy Roll, Rudolph Swaby, posthumously, Stephen Hanna, Nico Grant, Don Knowles, Douglas Dougie Collins, Arthur Reggie Knowles, the Prime Minister, the Honorable Philip Brave Davis. And for the first time, we'll be honoring a team. They'll be receiving the Golden Glove Award, and that team includes the women's national softball team who made history.
Nice to see those ladies still around from 1981. And that's going to do it for sports at this hour. Coming up at 11, much more on the Hall of Fame induction ceremony.
Make your company representative stand out through an embroidery design on your uniforms from Janae's Uniform Center, Chesapeake Road. Janae's utilizes the latest state-of-the-art embroidery technology to monogram large and small quantities of shirts, caps, bags, and other articles. If you don't already have a digitized logo, Janae's can design and digitize your idea and bring it to life. Then install the logo of your choice from their large selections of 27 stock colors of golf shirts in cotton or dry fit, caps, or workwear. Call 394-8385 or 6 or visit www.janae's.com.
For hurricane season, we got impact windows and doors. For protection, just come to our store. Plus we got tiles to pretty up your walls and your floors. We'll help you brighten up for that big bad storm. Porcelain tiles, blank tiles, mosaic tiles, a variety of styles. Before teens get right, they gotta be rough. That's why we got the best deals in the whole Bahamas. Hey, hey.
The Whopper with cheese never tasted so good. 100% flame grilled beef, now juicier. With fresh ingredients as usual. And even fluffier buns. The Whopper with cheese. Bigger, better, tastier. Get a regular combo for only $9. Only at Burger King Nassau.
What are we gonna do? We forgot your daddy's birthday. He's in Eleuthera and we're all the way in Nassau. You got it? Okay. Yes, you're right. Eleuthera for tomorrow? No problem.
At Cartwright, our members know that there's a lot to smile about. They know that membership has its privileges. Guaranteed low pricing on every item, every time you shop. Each membership comes with 2 cards. That's one for you and a free card for a member of your household. Gold card holders earn an annual 2% rebate up to $500. Cartwright members get discounts at other participating businesses. So that's a lot to smile about. Whether it be clothing, appliances, home goods, or groceries, shop at Cartwright, where membership truly has its privileges.
I've been a J.S. Johnson customer for over 15 years. This was the first and only insurance company I've ever been with since I was a teen. And the reason I stayed is because they treat everyone like family, like literally. They greet you from the door, walk you inside. You can have a nice little conversation. They treat you like family. I love it. I would definitely recommend J.S. Johnson to anybody. J.S. Johnson, that's where it's at.
It's time now for your Access Weather Forecast and our live weather radar showing dry conditions across the islands at the moment, but that all will change as we anticipate a low to mid-level trough to move across the area, and that will trigger some showers over the next couple of days. And in the tropics, we've been talking about this area for the last several days now, and it looks as though we could have some tropical cyclone development taking place in the Caribbean Sea by the end of the month, the early part of next week, and our computer models are all suggesting that it's going to move north and could impact our weather within the next week or so. And your boating forecast tonight is brought to you by Live Business, where you're always protected during the worst storms. In the northwestern parts of our country, tonight through Wednesday, easterly winds 15 to 25 knots, rough seas 5 to 8 feet over the ocean, so advisory is in place for boaters in the northwest Bahamas right into Wednesday. Now, your low tide, that will occur at 21 minutes past midnight. You can expect your high tide at 6:32 tomorrow morning. And for the central and southeastern islands through Wednesday, easterly winds as well, but very strong, 20 to 30 knots. They will be gusting up to 40 knots at a time with rough seas 8 to 12 feet. So we're asking small craft in the central and southeastern islands to just simply stay in port. That's going to do it for your boating forecast. It's time now for your international temperatures. And they're brought to you by Royal Star Assurance. That's going to do it for your International Championship brought to you by Royal Star Assurance. Join me at 11 o'clock for a full weather update. Desmond and LaDon.
Oh, thanks, Basil. Well, little cloudy activity ahead, right?
Looks like that, Desmond. But at least we have Let's Talk Social to look forward to, right?
Oh, yeah. Enjoy that segment.
Here's Destiny Reed, who is filling in for Matea Cunningham. Hey, social media lights. I know it looks a bit different today, but I'm Destiny Reed, and I'm filling in for Matea Cunningham. Welcome to Let's Talk Socials. Today, we're spotlighting Bahamian teachers. Teaching today may look a bit different for when you or I were in school, and that's because this new generation of teachers are using new methods of grasping children's attention. Let's take a look.
Oh, that's
Bad man a party and we a bill a vibe. Me go for stir and everything a fry. All who can do it, then still a try. I'm stay up down there.
Now, some Bahamians have been in a brawl because they believe that children are no longer taking school seriously, but going to school to recreate TikToks. So we turn to you, the Bahamian Republic, to ask you, what do you think? Is social media usage between teachers and students detrimental to learning, or is it beneficial? I'm Destiny Reed, and this has been Let's Talk Socials.
Wow, such an amazing segment. I enjoyed it. Good stuff there, Destiny.
Well,
that's it for us.
That's it for us, Desmond. Stay tuned, though. The Rundown with Clint Watson is up next.
Good.